Hi, this is Anushka Sharma.
And this is Ranbir Kapoor.
Keep watching Bollywood Hungama.
We love you, Faridun.
तूने मुझे अकेला छोड़ा ना काट डालूंगी तुझे किस किस्म की मोहब्बत है Bombay Velvet, the movie that Ranbir Kapoor has said that it's the most romantic film that he has ever done. Huge pleasure to have you guys on Bollywood Hungama first of all.
Thank you very much.
How do you react when someone tells you that आपको काट डाला जाएगा कि अगर आपने अकेला
I think इनकी जो chemistry है रोजी और जॉनी की, it's not a sexual romantic chemistry.
Right.
It is they're two children. You know, who are obsessed with each other. इतना प्यार और मोहब्बत है दोनों के बीच में कि it also is very violent. You know कि कैसे बच्चे लड़ते हैं. You know अगर मैंने कुछ गलत कहा, जॉनी ने कुछ गलत कहा, ये मुझे मारेगी या ये मुझे खूनकार तरीके से प्यार करेगी. उनका प्यार ऐसा है, उनका रिलेशनशिप ऐसा है.
Okay, you're saying that there's no sexual nature to the relationship, but there's a lot of electricity when you guys are coming together, and I don't think that we've seen such chemistry on screen in India since a long time. The sort of inhibitionless that you guys are having in terms of just coming together.
Well, thank you Faridun, but I think ये इसका श्रेय हम नहीं ले सकते. I think ये जो characters, जो किरदार अनुराग ने लिखे थे, उनके बीच में chemistry थी. I was very lucky कि मुझे इस फिल्म में अनुष्का के साथ काम करने का मौका मिला, because मैं अनुष्का को इस फिल्म के पहले बहुत अच्छी तरह से जानता था. We were good friends.
Right.
We had a common friend circle, and there was a lot of comfort and trust between us. ये बहुत बेहतरीन actress है, तो सब जानते हैं. But even on set, when you have scenes like this, अगर आप कुछ करोगे, you are always thinking कि this actor should not mind. But I don't have that fear with Anushka. Scene के लिए, film के लिए, character के लिए, I can do that because I know that she trusts me and value my contribution to the scene or my input in a scene. Or अगर मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँ, I'm doing it for the film. And I think she thinks the same about me also. So it required that kind of easiness, that trust and comfort between two actors, and I'm very glad that I have that with Anushka. And also the future films, जब मैं अनुष्का के साथ काम करूँगा, I'll always have.
You're doing one for Karan Johar.
For Karan's film, which is again it's so different from Bombay Velvet क्योंकि that is a contemporary urban love story. So but I have that trust level with Anushka कि I can be free around her. ये मुझे जज नहीं कर रही. मैं अगर एक ऐसा शॉट बना रहा हूँ, अगर ऐसा एक चेहरा बना रहा हूँ, तो ये सोच नहीं रही यार ये क्या कर रहा है. He's looking so ugly or he's doing this badly. I can act with abandon and I don't have any worries and tension when I'm acting with her.
At the end of the promo, Ranbir says that Rosie को कोई हाथ नहीं लगाएगा, उसको अपन मारेगा. मतलब the entire trajectory, the way it is just going from one corner to another during the course of 2.5 minutes. So there's a lot of turbulence, and I think people say, the poets say that if there is a lot of violence, there can be a lot of violence within in a love story as well.
I think the film just has a very dramatic feel to it, and there's a lot that's happening in the film, and of course the love story is like the crux of the film, which we felt, we're not like kind of give credit to us or anything, but we're saying that is what was there on paper also. When I read it, like, and I'm sure Ranbir would have felt the same thing, was that, I hope we're able to make this believable, because it was written that way, their relationship was that way. It's very volatile, their relationship. Like he was saying that they would hit each other when they're fighting. They're not the kind of people, because they are fighting because of irritation. They're not fighting because they have hatred towards each other or anger towards each other. And I think their love also becomes their weakness in the film, and I think that's what you kind of getting a sense of that in the trailer.
Now, Mumbai Fables, the book that has, I think, loosely inspired the film, and it talks about 60s Mumbai, Bombay, the way it was called at that point of time. It was a very progressive city at that point of time. The sort of the cabaret dancers were there, and the sort of music culture was there, and Egyptian dancer. I think there was some Egyptian dancer who had apparently like a cheetah in her room. That's a fable. I don't know how true is that. So when you look back at that world, do you find that far more progressive and modern than maybe
to be honest,
Faridun,
अगर हम my connect to everything in life is movies. अगर मैं 50s और 60s की movies देखूं, तो it was always a happy-go-lucky time that they showed. I never saw murkiness of that time. मैंने कभी उस ज़माने का darkness नहीं देखा. इस फिल्म में हम वो darkness दिखा रहे हैं. इस फिल्म में हम वो दिखा रहे कि उस ज़माने में भी कैरेक्टर्स ऐसे सोचते थे, ऐसे करते थे. एंड दिस इनोसेंट लव स्टोरी विच गेट्स ट्रैप्ड इन द बिग बैड वर्ल्ड ऑफ बॉम्बे इन 1950s. तो जैसे आपने मुंबई फेबल्स के बारे में कहा, आई हैवंट रेड दैट बुक, क्योंकि अनुराग ने कहा था कि वो पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. This is an original screenplay. It has been inspired from that book. वो दुनिया ली गई है वो किताब से, लेकिन जो characters लिखे गए, जो कहानी लिखी गई है, it's an original script by Anurag and his co-writers.
Right.
But yeah, it is such an interesting time, you know, because we didn't have social media, we didn't have camera phones, we didn't have phones. जो भी होता था, it used to happen on trust, it used to happen on faith, you know, वादे पर होता था. इतने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स और बिजनेस ओरिएंटेड नहीं होते थे. तो वो ज़माना है, वो दौर ही कुछ अलग था. एंड टू गेट ट्रांसपोर्टेड एंड मेक अ स्टोरी इन दैट वर्ल्ड अबाउट दीज कैरेक्टर्स वाज जस्ट एन अमेजिंग एक्सपीरियंस.
There was this paper called Blitz, and it was very famous at that point of time, and it came up with a lot of controversial stories. Rusi Karanchia, the editor of Blitz paper, Manish's character is loosely inspired from Rusi Karanchia, and I think he's trying to blackmail you from what we gather in the promo as well. Something about that aspect that I think the way he's saying that the scandalous aspect of the 60s and how.
Just before she answers, so basically it was Glitz, so we made it Blitz, and एक दूसरा paper होता था which was Current.
It was Blitz only, I think.
Blitz, and we made it Glitz.
Okay.
And
एक था Current which we made it Torrent.
Okay.
So these are actually real events. So whatever you see in Bombay Velvet, the characters, they are actual real characters. This happened. Just the love story is a fictional part of this film. Just say like I had mentioned to you earlier also, if you take a film like Titanic, you know, the sinking of the boat, certain instances were all real life events, but the love story between Jack and Kate, Jack and जो भी नाम उसका था. So it's a similar concept. Now you want to answer the question of the black and
the entire that aspect, the way you are playing that Bombay Velvet, the jazz singer, and the way you are being just
and a mole.
Yeah. You know, the way my character's life has been before she comes to Bombay, she's had a very tough life. You know, she was abused by this man who taught her music, who took her in when she was very, very young as a kid. So I think, you know, she's always been somebody who has been very mistrustful of people, especially men around her, because whenever a man has been associated with her, it's always been to somewhere use her, to take advantage of her. And I think that's what you see even in this with Manish's character and my character.
Right.
You know, he does position her over there to get his work done. The way with which Johnny treats her, the way with which he is towards her, that's the first time that she experiences the relationship of equals, where someone treats her like an equal, you know, and someone loves her unconditionally. He doesn't get anything out of her, he just loves her. He literally like worships her. That's how much he loves her, and she's never experienced anything like that, you know, because always her love, the kind of love that people have claimed to have for her has always been very, very matlabi. That's the unfortunate circumstance that she's stuck in. For her, the ultimate thing is Johnny and her love story with him. You know, that's her ultimate. Like, he has aims and goals of being, you know, somebody, but a big shot. But hers is to just have a life with him. Like, she's constantly telling him, "Don't take me away from Bombay. You know, like, let's get away from here." So that's what you see in the film.
The music of Bombay Velvet it is something I think which I think Amit will always be proud of. I think it's really outstanding. Which is your personal favorite songs? You are playing the singer, and I think Neeti Mohan in a way is I think, can you say the voice of Bombay Velvet in a way? Shalmali is having a wonderful song as well.
Neeti Mohan is the voice of Bombay Velvet, because Rosie Narona is the voice of Bombay Velvet, but Neeti is the sound behind it.
Right.
And I think she is incredible. She's I think one of the greatest talents our country has produced, Neeti Mohan. If you've heard the song, you'll see the kind of nuances with which she sung this. It really is it's a performance, and that's what I had to kind of fulfill. When this one particular song Dhadam Dhadam was recorded, Anurag had called me, and I think I was doing something at that time, and he called me and he said, you know, I've recorded this song and come and hear it. And I tell you what, I mean, I started listening to the song and I was like sweating, because I was like, how will I be able to perform this? Because she had already done a performance on that song. You know, एक होता है singing आपने करी है, आपकी खूबसूरत आपकी आवाज़ है, और एक होता है कि आपने acting करते हुए singing करी है, सिसक के वो रोई है, and you can see all of that, and that's what she brought in the songs. अगर कोई गाना कोई romantic है तो उसमें वो लेके आई, उसमें अंदाज लाइए, वो romance लाइए. अगर कोई गाना है जिसमें वो मधोशी है, या फिर अगर किसी गाने में वो थोड़ा सा sexy है तो उसमें वो completely ऐसी लग रही है, मतलब she's going to like just kind of, you know, really turn somebody on with the way that she sung. And that was very hard for me to bring out, because Rosie as a character is not someone who's very out there expressive. She only expresses like around him, and that is a different kind of thing. But when she comes on stage, she's a different kind of person with the kind of songs she sings.
Do you think that this is the sexiest that Anushka Sharma has looked on screen?
See, I don't treat Anushka as a very sexy actress. You know, we all know that.
I'm saying in terms of the body language. I'm saying in terms of the way she's moving the entire
I don't think Anushka has tried to play sexy in this film. I think the sexy quality of Anushka in this film, or Rosie, the character, is the vulnerability of Rosie. I think that is sexy. I don't think, and I think that's very brave Anushka, because actresses, जब ऐसे roles आते हैं, they want to play it glamorous. You know, glamour was not the selling point of this character. The vulnerability, the believability of the character about a woman who's in turmoil, that she's sent to do something, but she falls in love, and she's also singing the songs which are coming from a certain past, you know, coming from a true place.
Right.
जहाँ दिल टूटा है इसका, you know, वहाँ से ये सब गाने आ रहे हैं. I think that was the quality that Anurag was looking for, and I think that is the sexy quality of this character.
Coming back to the music part once again, there are a lot of other interesting songs as well. I think I'm Hindustani. I think the way it starts, so I think this is beautiful. But do you feel that people have these set notions कि यार ये मतलब item song होना चाहिए and some sort of
absolutely. I mean, you said the right thing. But like I said, Bombay Velvet में songs नहीं है.
Right.
The album is the sound of Bombay Velvet. You know, these are scenes. We made a film which is depicting 50s, 60s Bombay. We were very sure that we wanted a sound which would transport people into that time. If we couldn't make contemporary songs, could not use words of today's, you know, jingles of today's, melody of today, the melody had to be from that time. You know, there was a big jazz culture in our country.
Absolutely.
Bombay had a big jazz hub. So all the songs, Amit Trivedi has gone to New Orleans, studied jazz, brought musicians from Prague. Neeti Mohan has done so much of research in singing how jazz, you know, the jazz vocalists sing in a different way.
Right.
So the sound of Bombay Velvet was very important. And even when you see the film, you will never feel कि अभी गाना शुरू हो रहा है और अभी गाना खत्म हुआ है. Because everything happens in the club Bombay Velvet. कि गाना शुरू होता है, सीन कहीं से शुरू हो रहा है, उसके बीच में सीन आता है, गाना कब खत्म होता है, कब अगला सीन होता है. We've tried that, you don't feel that, you know, it's seamless. तो it's very hard to say कि ये एक ट्रैक है, ये ट्रैक नंबर 2 है, ये लव गाना है, ये सैड गाना है.
Right.
It's not like that.
Kaka Ga, that is, I think, another song which is very, I think, the interesting premise. I think Amitabh Bhattacharya, the lyrics are outstanding as well. Now, which is your personal favorite song?
I love Naak pe Gussa, and I also thoroughly enjoyed Dhadam Dhadam.
And what about you?
I like Fifi, which is an old Geeta Dutt song from the film CID.
Right.
It has been redone. मुझे वो गाना बहुत पसंद है, मोहब्बत बुरी बीमारी. I think the thought of that song is very good, the way it's written.
Right.
And I like the Bombay Velvet theme a lot. I think just the theme embodies the spirit of Bombay Velvet and the drama of Bombay Velvet very well.
And what about Behrupia?
Behrupia actually is a song which came last in the film because it's a background song. It's about the chemistry of Rosie and Johny when they come together and about them falling in love.
Right.
So it was a song which I heard last.
Right.
Again, interesting song, and I feel very blessed. Mohit Chauhan has again sung that song, and you know I've made a good, successful pair with him when music is concerned.
Absolutely.
And it's a song that's also liked quite a lot in the album. So looking forward to it.
Which song are you singing for us today? Fifi or Mohabbat Buri Bimari?
Naak pe Gussa गाना, दो लाइन.
है नाक पे जो गुस्सा, हाय गुस्सा, है नाक पे जो गुस्सा, हाय गुस्सा, छुपा भी ना सके, जता भी ना सके, तो फिर फिजूल है ये किस्सा.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
जो रोना है?
That's the one.
And Mohabbat Buri Bimari, a couple of lines on that.
मोहब्बत बुरी बीमारी, ओहो, लगी तुझे तो तेरी जिम्मेदारी, मोहब्बत बुरी बीमारी, हाय.
फॉर्म में तू आज यार, क्या बात है?
So which one do you rate more, Jordan or Rosie?
I think Rosie for sure. Because like I said, Jordan had a lot of angst, and it was coming from that place. But if you see the musicality of Bombay Velvet and how Rosie's played it, or उसका जो character है, it has to come from different shades. You know, there is love, there is pain, there is jealousy, there is anxiety, there is a lot of different intricate emotions to every song when you see it on screen.
Right.
So it has a lot more flavor than Jordan from Rockstar.
Ranbir and Anushka, we're having a small quiz on Bombay. So we don't have a glitzy hamper for you. So but we would want for your fans who are watching you from all across the world that आप लोग fight करिए इसके लिए. And whoever has the answer he has to answer first. It's quite a not all that easy, but it's about Bombay. That what you know about Bombay primarily.
You have an advantage already.
If I'm on a Borivali slow local train coming from Churchgate, the train has reached Chennai Road railway station. Name the railway station where the train would halt next.
Ah! That's my buzzer. Okay. After Chennai Road, I'll tell you.
Elphinston.
Elphinston.
No.
Churchgate?
Dadar.
We're coming from Churchgate, so
You're coming from Churchgate? Marine Lines.
It's Grant Road.
It's Marine Lines.
Grant Road.
He doesn't put down the
Churchgate. Okay, so the name the multiplex located inside Infinity Mall in Andheri.
I'll tell you.
Cinemax.
But
Okay,
no, that's wrong.
Who says it first, Baba?
Mumbai is originally made up of how many islands?
7.
7, so I think she has said.
Oh, no.
Which is the first building in Bombay and also in
Very
India
well.
to be electrified way back in 1903. Electrified way back in 1903.
1903?
Yeah.
Let's just be amazed by that.
That's a bit of an... Okay.
Is it a station?
No, it's a building.
BT.
No, it's a building. It's a Taj Mahal Palace Hotel.
Oh, wow.
The ceiling is named after?
Rajiv Gandhi.
Okay, it's
I don't know.
more-
You just said Rajiv twice.
Okay,
I
which
said
is the most visited Ganpati Pandal in Mumbai?
Lal Bagh.
Lal Bagh Raja.
So
I said the whole
both
thing. I
together,
said the
but I
whole thing.
think,
I said the whole thing.
Lal Bagh, Baba.
Lal Bagh क्या होता है? लाल बाग तो और कितनी सारी जगहों में लाल बादशाह राजा.
Name the bungalow at Carter Road that was owned by Rajesh Khanna.
Ashirwad.
Ashirwad.
These filmy things.
Mumbai monorail or Mumbai metro, which transport service started first?
Monorail.
I think she
Obviously.
said that, yeah. I think more or less you guys.
See.
it's like a
Let me tell you one thing. Okay,
Yeah.
how old are you?
I am 32.
Okay, and he's been where? Like he's lived in Bombay most of his life.
Right, G.
Okay, I'm from Bangalore. Okay, so
Right.
that's you to give me credit. Like you had an advantage anyway. So technically, I
Yeah.
won this round. Yeah.
No problem, no problem. This is another thing, another brief quiz that how well you guys know each other. So I'll ask you questions about Anushka Sharma and then I'll ask you about
Wait, I'll know you way more than you know.
No, I know
Which
you.
was the first film of Anushka Sharma?
Rabne bana di jodi.
Okay, name the film in which her character was called Simran.
Simran.
Yeah.
I'll say. The Akshay Kumar film.
Patiala House, yeah.
Patiala House.
Why are you telling him?
But
But you should know. No, you should know.
Only film
But
that
still, you didn't know the name.
Where was Anushka born?
Anushka was born in Bangalore.
Bam!
She was
Wrong.
born in Ayodhya.
Faizabad.
Really?
Yes. Name an entry song in the film Ladies vs. Ricky Behel.
Jazba.
Okay. He's good. Name Anushka's brother who's also a partner in a production company.
We call him Kannu Bhaiya, but his real name is Karunesh.
Not bad at all. Not
Maybe-
bad at all.
maybe Karnesh.
Karnesh, yeah.
But he calls
Not
him
bad
Kannu
at all.
Bhaiya.
Almost all
Why
of
do you
them.
call him?
Okay.
Why do you call him Bhaiya?
Your turn.
This is one of your landmark films. Ranbir regretted not doing the film. Name the film.
Band Baja Barat.
Band Baja Barat, that's correct. Name the film of Aishwarya that had Ranbir Kapoor as the assistant director.
First word to aa gaya.
Shut up.
First word to aa gaya.
Aishwarya Rai.
Yeah.
That he was assistant director.
Yes.
Devka.
His father directed. His father.
Blood chale.
Blood chale. Okay. Name the football team of the Indian Super League.
Barcelona.
RCB याद आता है ना तुझे?
Barcelona.
No, here is question.
Name the football team of the Indian Super League owned by Ranbir Kapoor.
Mumbai, FC Mumbai.
Yeah, okay.
Mumbai City Football Club.
Same team.
नहीं जानती मेरे बारे में.
Filmfare-
How many
Super
Filmfare Awards are won by Ranbir Kapoor? How many Filmfare Awards have been won by Ranbir Kapoor?
5.
Yeah, correct. In which film was Ranbir called Jordan?
Rockstar.
So I think more or less you guys have.
I know how bad I am.
No.
Yeah, I think he was more
born.
prompt.
Just because I was like in that mode because he's a calmer person, it seems like he
Right.
knows me better.
Right.
तो मैं और अनुष्का एक बार I should not say that story. I was saying the story that we were flying back from Spain and customs and to make yourself calm.
So we've taken a few questions from your fans as well. So let's take a few of them. There are too many of them, but let's take at least.
Let's take as much as we can.
Okay, thank you very much. This is RK's Encyclopedia. Do you think the team BV was completely successful in recreating Mumbai of the 60s?
Yes. Don't play that.
This is.
More than successful. Like I said, it's not about what was created, but just the vision of what they did. It was grand, magnificent, awesome, unbelievable, and I'm so grateful that I just got to be a part of that world what they created.
I think the sort of work that everyone has done Too many women, 80%
only women.
Women.
It was a set run by women, and trust me, that's the only way to make a set run.
Savera from Mombasa, Kenya, for Anushka. Whom is she most excited to show Bollywood out of her family, friends, circle?
I think my family, definitely. I'm always because I think they have a very neutral kind of perspective towards films. You know, they're not very filmy that way, because they don't watch that many films. So when they watch films, they watch it like an audience would watch. So I'm always excited to see what they think about my movie.
This is Meghna for Ranbir. Your first opinion when you see yourself in the new hairstyle for Bombay Velvet.
Hi Meghna. Well, you know, because I always believe, I'm such an actor that I believe that a hairstyle really helps me transform into a character. And because it was 50s, we had references of, you know, the Western references of James Cagney, Robert De Niro from Raging Bull. But we also had Kishore Kumar as a big reference. You know, the thin pencil moustache, the kind of curls that he had. It would be easier to forget the urban Ranbir that usually people see of Jawani and the other films I've done. And a hairstyle really helps me get into character, so it was very important I try something radical like that.
Will you rate it as one of your best performances?
Wow,
I would rate it as one of his best performances, if not his best performance.
You've said that it's one of your most challenging, one of the most challenging roles that you've said.
Well, thank you Anushka. I don't know, I would only know after the film releases.
This is Fatin from Indonesia for Anushka. If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
I just wish I would talk aram se. I talk very fast.
Okay.
Which is a problem that you also have. So maybe we both
I also have.
Maybe we all should work towards it.
Actually, we will discuss it in the first interview that we've done together.
I was so happy to meet him because I was like, chalo, someone never talks as fast as me.
My problem is that there are people just pointing out, so I have to just
my problem is I live in a family where nobody let me speak, so I have to talk when they stop speaking.
Right.
And fit the spaces.
Exactly.
Okay, this is Nimisha from New Delhi. Did your character Johny Balraj teach you anything about life?
Hi Nimisha, every character teaches you something. This character Johny Balraj taught me the value of love, the value of being happy and grateful for what you have, and don't let greed and ambition destroy what you already have, the good things that you have in life.
Okay, this is Aida from Malaysia for Anushka. You said you'd love to do a biopic. So whose biopic you want to play on screen and why?
Herself,
okay, firstly, Aida, thank you so much. I have read a lot of your tweets, and you're a lovely person and a lovely fan, and you're being so supportive, putting all my pictures and all that together. So thank you for that. I think I don't know, but I really want to play. I want to do a biopic. I think that's something that I'll be very excited to play.
Like a sports biopic, a film personality.
Anyone, I think anything would be interesting. Can I
suggest a biopic that you would be lovely in?
I'll punch you if you say something.
No, I think you could play a biopic of Parveen Babi.
No, are you mad?
Yeah, I think she had an amazing life to portray on screen, and I think she would do.
That would be very exciting. I would love to.
People have done it before. I think Wo Lamhe was there.
Well, this would be a biopic which is categorized as a Parveen Babi biopic.
Right, okay, like that. So that is, you need to think about it. This is Vivek from Pune. Among directors he hasn't worked with yet, who is the one he would love to work with? This is Vivek from Pune, yeah.
Me? Raju Hirani, Zoya Akhtar, Adi Chopra.
Bro, work with them all.
I know, man.
Sorry.
Tu chadati hai, marti bhi hai.
Sorry.
Okay, this is for Anushka. Alishba from USA, how have you changed after working in films like NH10 and Bombay Velvet?
I think a film like Bombay Velvet really, because it happened first, it really changed the way I look at films. I think that, like Ranbir was saying earlier, it has changed our experience as actors. I mean, not change our experience, change the way we look at like movie making and stuff like that. Which you came on the set, you saw that. I think that's a completely different experience altogether.
It spoiled us.
Right.
It really spoiled us, quite honestly. And a film like NH10, I think it changed me. I mean, I don't think it changed me, but I think the fact that the film did well gives me even more confidence to be able to back projects that I believe in. You know, there could be anything. It could be extremely commercial, could be an offbeat film like NH10, but at least it kind of gives me the thing to back.
Okay, last question. This is Pritesh from Hyderabad. What was the best compliment you received from your dad for your work, and for which role? This is for you. He's got interesting things to say about you.
Very interesting things to say, but that is still to come. I don't think I've done that work yet.
Nobody wants to know what my father said about
my father has. My father's compliment will be of a movie or a performance or any work that I do. I think I'll cherish that all my life, but that still has to come. It hasn't come yet.
All right, this is for Anushka. I think it's interesting. This is Ayan, I-Y-A-N. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I-Y-A-N from Paris. Is Rosie a character with shades of grey? This is interesting. Is there a character with great
I think all characters have, you know, no character is like fairly clean or you know or too dark. I mean, there are very dark characters, but I think every character is like that. There are in life, and everyone's like that. So I think that's obviously that also translates on screen.
Fantastic. But Rosie's character is not great. I think that's what the question is.
Rosie
is the only white character in the film Bombay Velvet.
Okay, last thing about your release date of your movies. Tamasha is releasing this year?
You know, to be honest, Jagga Jasoos is releasing this year. So again, there's lots of conjectures because I finished Tamasha.
Right.
I've completed the entire movie and I still have around 40% of Jagga Jasoos to go. But Jagga Jasoos is slated to release earlier in November and Tamasha the year after. But I think we'll know better in a month's time or two. It's either Tamasha or Jagga. One of the films will release in November.
We'll watch both.
Yeah. Cheers, bro.
And when is Ayan's film starting with
Ayan will start his film in Feb after we do finish Karan's film,
right,
which I think we'll finish sometime in December.
You guys are looking forward to Karan Johar's movie?
A lot. Yeah, I think number one, I think the three of us together, although me and Ranbir have worked together, I haven't worked with Karan as a director or whatever, I think we share a lot of comfort level. I think that's good. That's going to be exciting because I think it's a film which मैं कोई बोलने नहीं देगा मुझे right करने लगता है साथ में पैनिक ही talk fast
कुछ नहीं कर आप जितना बोलना चाहें बोलिए.
And I think for me, you know, I have had a great time working with him, and this is like a more urban love story, Karan's film, and I would love to explore that space with Ranbir. I think him and me work really well together.
More than anything, I think this film will be damn good fun.
And it'll be a lot of fun.
And you guys found Karan a very fine actor. I think in
the finest, like one of the finest I've worked with because
he's a fine actor.
Because वो आदमी जानता है, you know, he knows about life, he knows about films, he knows everything, and he's extremely intelligent, extremely receptive to life, and anyone who is like that will be a great artist.
And how do you rate Anurag Kashyap as a director that you work with?
I think I'm never in a position to date. I'm saying to rate directors I work with because it's not. I mean, I don't think one can ever do that.
Right.
But I think with him, one thing that's amazing about Anurag is that nothing phases him as a director, and I think that's something that all of us can take away from him in a profession.
You've done your grandfather has done Mera Naam Joker. Somewhere, do you think it's important for filmmakers to be passionate and do stuff that is remembered like for a long time?
I don't think filmmakers should make films that they'll be remembered. I think filmmakers should just tell stories that they believe in. I think my grandfather made Mera Naam Joker because he believed in the story, and at that point in life and that point of release, that film went terribly wrong. It failed, but over the years it's become a cult classic. So I think it's very important. You may not achieve instant failure or success, but just continue making things that you believe in, continue telling stories that you believe in, which you can identify with, and also you have to understand that you make films not for yourself, you make films for an audience. I think that's the most important thing a filmmaker should know.
Thank you very much, Ranbir Kapoor and Anushka Sharma, and looking forward to Bombay Velvet.
Thank you so much.
All your future ventures. Thanks a lot. That's all we have from Hungama. Keep on watching.
Hi, this is Faridun Shahryar. For the most interesting celebrity interviews, do subscribe to Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.